Holy shit, I just realized I still haven't done the boss for Ditty Night Song event yet. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, well,
Are you really
I guess you guys are gonna see this.
your life in a living hell? No, okay, no, I feel bad. No, I love you guys. Just remember that from now on we have to be very picky on when we consider a victory after shows. There is no way to kill
this life.
way to kill your characters. All the forms of healing are completely 100% inaccessible, including the quiet which that idiot of Kahara stole from us when he left the group. But for Waldo, you heal higher with the wolf masks. Why don't you see the body mask with the heal? Well, you see, my head. You remember how to enter into the backyard? You have to loot the mock-up book from the bookshelf.
Finally
I wouldn't
asleep.
mind.
Also, before starting with the
Both
attempts,
you and the
I actually
mentor
went
are
all the way back to the
workaholics who
back
never
alleys to
rest.
go all the way back to 100
At least pause to
points.
check on us.
Even though this was very
We're all
tedious,
worrying about you.
remember in my one-shot everyone challenge, I took advantage of it to watch Big Bang Theory. Well, I'm gonna let me do this one to watch another show I was very interested into. Has been Hotel. And god damn it if I loved it! Also, it was clear I'm just challenging us talking about stuff I like I for Big Bang Theory, or has been attended. I mean, it's my channel. Let's explain why I talk about stuff on my channel. And since Has Been Hotel was very short, unfortunately, I also started to Hello Boss. But to keep me company during this challenge was a song called Insane, made by the voice actor of Alastor. Can you tell me where I am? How I got here, but I think I'm starting to understand. Go to the Tower of the Endless to save one last time before starting your attempts, and I accidentally tore the blanket, and I got one book fragment. Listen, I really don't want to reset after all I did. Let's just remember I have one extra cloth fragment I cannot ever use, okay? As I was saying, save, go back to the dream, and now our resets are gonna start. The strategy I have in mind for this battle is very simple. Darcy is gonna cast Sense on the first turn, then in the extra turn and in the normal turn, she will focus the left arm. For some reason, that left arm has priority, we say, and will attack before any other entity with the same agility. That's why Darcy, having the 2 turns and having 4 agility, is the perfect one to take him out. In the meantime, Lagarde is gonna use leg sweep to destroy the leg and 1 arm, which for some reason you cannot see on the first turn, but it's gonna be destroyed. Everyone else will start just to deal damage to another arm. This means the Skink Granny will be able to attack us with 2 arms, potentially infecting us, critically stating us, and surely bleeding us. And that's why I wanted to bring the Claw Fragments with me. Don't think we could just hope for a lucky miss from an attack of the Skink Granny, or for a chance of the attack to not apply the bleeding. Well, this attack
Wuthering Waves
is
disappear.
literally not miss, and the bleeding has 100% chance of being applied. And with all the walking we have to do, if a character gets bleeding, they will surely eventually go down to 1 HP. So, after I do everything I described, it's all in the hands of the Granny. If she puts infection, or puts too many bleedings on too many characters, then that's a reset. And let me tell you, we've had multiple decent attempts, honestly, where unfortunately someone got infected, and as you may imagine, not having either a bone sword or a green herb means the infection is basically death. So of course on those we have to instantly reset. We got Lagarde infected one time, and we got Darcy even. I cannot allow yet for my controllable party members to be killed, because we may get other ghosts or skeletons with the necromancy, but the less controllable party members we have in battle, the more RNG we need to be able to do effectively something. Yeah. That's it. Unfortunately, there is no other way to have a consistent strategy against the Skink Granny, and oh boy, you're gonna see later against the next bosses. But at least in less than 50 attempts, we end up with a situation like this. And as I say in the recording, okay, honestly, this is not terrible. Not terrible. The reasons I hit Skink Granny first is, first of all, because she cannot miss, so at one point we will have to deal some permanent damage no matter what. And second of all, because in this way we can now sleep in the past. We don't have to change the time machine anymore. And with that, the Endless Soul, the first requirement to enter into the temple, is ours. Since my hunger was yet not high enough, I thought I could go for Baltil first. Reaching Baltil is not even that difficult. We can travel through the past, and as I showed you, we can kill the Intrus. Inside the temple, Unfortunately, you cannot see almost anything, but there is not much you have to see. After all, you just have to memorize how many clicks you have to do on each statue to be able to access the secret room. Yes, you understand? You played the Fear and Hunger for a while, but you know...
There's nothing stopping the path to nowhere depth from making these DX stages immediately available during the main story as a selectable option.
And here we are, RNG the battle. I'm saying it because every turn he just has a chance to not attack. So once you get pretty good RNG, just be satisfied, even if you take damage. And on the
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on you
Remember,
guys.
every time we die, we will go all the way back. Go through the temple, and then to the library, secure the statues, descend, and once again we start the battle. The strategy here is very elementary. There is not much we can do as far as strategy, but you can tolerate the marriage to deal around 500 damage to all the body parts each turn, plus the stance with Darcy to attack 4 times, and maybe that's not optimal, but I wanted to destroy the 2 sides of the brain. In my mind, it was just better because they had less HP than the actual hand, and once you remove some RNG elements, you require less RNG to win, you know what I mean? And I gotta say, Valtail fortunately was kinda gentle in this battle, and I mean, I really appreciate that because every time we die, on the road, remember? Of course, go first for the right side of the brain because that can use Black Orb and Hurting. After that, just focus the left side, and after even that, Valtail is literally worthless. He cannot do anything. And you can just take your victory. And with that, the second required to enter into the temple has been obtained. We are only missing Chambara. Still, I gotta say, the situation is not really looking incredible here. Chambara is capable of dealing incredible damage with enough RNG. And after that, we still have to deal with the 3 boss fight reach endings. Francois? And just Francois, that's not a boss, that's a moron. And remember I just explained how much I hated redoing all the road from the tower all the way to Valtail? How naive I was. I think it's by this point that you remember the room with the columns in Mahabharad? I think it's by this point that I cleared it completely, because in there is a bed. And that bed is the closest bed possible to the back alley, is the zone where the Tormented Temple is present, where Chambara is present. So by clearing the room, we now have access to another no coitus bed safe spot. The next step is to get our own task. So travel to the back alleys, trigger the time machine to go into the present, and now be just careful whenever you walk and you hear stand still, because if you move closer, the scarab is gonna come out of the cave. And regardless of how easy scarabs are, this challenge I don't want to risk. Carefully travel to the laboratory. It's completely dark, by the way, so you have to consult a map in order to memorize the spots. Get your husk, open the secret passage. Oh wait, there is some light there. There is the Tormented Temple, there is light. Now, back to the room with the bed we just cleared. Save, go back to the wolf master, refill your hunger, go all the way back here without dying to the ghosts. And after this endless ring around the rosy, we can finally go the hell is in the past, and then to the Tormented Temple to start the grinding on Chambara. Let me explain the situation now. Not only we have to travel through all the back alleys, remember we
How
don't
many more
die
enemies are there?
but also we have to
Oh my god.
Middle in the darkness. Finish the mini game of the chains, and be careful to not fight Chambara because we already have to fight a Chambara. Do not fight 2 Chambaras. Keep juking Chambara, go back to the darkness, reach the exit, and oh boy, now the fight with Chambara starts. And all of this has to be done every single time we want to face Chambara. And no worries, it is not even the longest run back we will have to do in this round. Chambara battle is on the first turn we have a chance to deal enough damage on the torso. If even a single character misses, there is a chance we will not be able to reach phase 2. And if we don't, he's gonna use Pummel, potentially dealing incredible damage or killing someone. If you do reach phase 2, congratulations, RNG is now. Not only immediately after transforming, he has a chance to use Chains of Torment, but from that moment, every turn, each body part has a chance to attack. There is no more leg sweep doesn't do anything here. We have to attack all the wheels of Darcy in the extra turn and then the normal turn, because in that way, we can gem them both, while the others keep focusing the torso. It is the worst situation we have been into so far. The main problem is not even the battle itself, it's the stress you accumulate by having to redo the same route every time. time. I recently played the Pantheons in Hollow Knight. That's a similar level of stress. You have to constantly redo several things you already did just for another attempt on the final one.
Citri.
The fact you have to spend a lot of time just for an attempt that may last 10 seconds if you do not deal enough damage on the torso is so frustrating. And for that, you have to leave a like and subscribe, guys. All of these, once again, equal silence. You know, for how much I love the soundtrack, force and anxiety is the usual one with actually, the lack of soundtrack gave me was incredible. But at one point,
Do you want my mark?
got a pretty lucky attempt. Kahara died immediately because he's an idiot. But we were able to deal between 700 and 1300 damage every turn, dependently if Darcy was trying to go for the circles or the torso. And for several turns, Chandra just decided to do nothing. And eventually...
Citri, hold them off. Go.
I would love to celebrate, but it's not over. You may know, after we defeat Chambara, the White Angel is gonna spawn. There is still a chance I mess this up if we accidentally run into a battle with the White Angel.
Thank you for tuning in. Face your fear head on.
Stop teleporting to Eve!
Death is your own. Face your fear head on.
Just rethinking about that point still makes me feel very anxious. My heart skipped a beat when the White Angel came close to Darcy. I thought the battle was gonna start. The third and the last requirement to fight the nameless figurine is ours. And also for a new bug I've never seen before, from now until the end of the game, the message will be displayed that Kahara's got a pet phobia. Don't ask me why, it's just advanced engineering. And now, since we saved, let's fight the White Angel. I think you already know what I'm gonna do.
Thank you for tuning in. Face your
Easy.
fear
With Kahara out
head
of the
on.
way, it's time to take our second goal, which won't be able to stay with us for a long
Hold
time,
them
unfortunately. It's just gonna be our punching bag for the next battle. Nameless figurine! You already know I hate this boss fight, and in this moment right here, I am gonna hate it even more. You may have noticed my marriage and Darcy have a very low amount of HP. One!
Go.
And I repeat, one attack from the nameless figurine will make them die.
Thank you for tuning
We have to
in.
hope all the damage goes on the goal and Legard. Potentially the goal though,
Yeah.
because Legard up to 2
Bad idea.
gonna die. For the rest, there is literally nothing we can do. Just a fast stance, of course, because we want to deal more damage, but apart from that, we're gonna go for the head, and that's literally the strategy. I'm gonna be honest, I spent so much time on this bastard. After getting good RNG with Valtail and good RNG with Chamber after so many attempts, I guess the game doesn't want me to win anymore. The game knows if we beat this moron, we are one step closer to victory. They will not allow us in. We literally need a miracle. And
Okay.
that's when I realized,
Fine.
that's it.
I'll
That's
go.
the answer I was searching
I'll
since I
go.
started this challenge run. The main characters are idiots. They will need a miracle to be able to fulfill this, even with a full heart. They do not deserve it. They do not deserve
Citri, hold them off.
And right as I was thinking about that, the game confirmed my idea. Double crit on the nameless figurine head. All while the nameless figurine attacked the goal.
Good show's
This
about to
has an
start.
incredibly low chance to happen.
Good show's
Incredibly
about to
low.
start.
But that's the one thing which allows us to progress, I guess. And I mean, to be fair, in the past we had some other unlucky moments too. Do you remember the yellow mage? Come on. Okay. These are... Oh, come on! This RNG is so weird! Come on!
Begin.
Dude!
Death is your only destination.
Okay. Yeah, go to Francois, and I mean, do I even have to say anything? There is no way you're gonna like this battle. You just have to talk and
Good
talk and
shows
talk.
about
So, with this, we gotta just split it off. Listen, to my excuse, I was still discharging the stress I got from the nameless figurine, okay? To my excuse. So, with one reset, we don't need Francois. Now, before proceeding, remove all the equipment from the guard, because that bastard is gonna leave us and betray us. At this point, it's time to create the endgame party. Use punching bag to create an abominable baggage. Say welcome to the Ultra Champ. And now we have only 2 people in our party. This is because I saved them for now. It's time to recruit the skeletons with necromancy. One in the mechanics and one in the catacombs, so their name are gonna be pretty suggestive. Dream and Hope. After all, this challenge is gonna destroy them multiple times. Go to the wall, mask what you need, refill your mind, and now save and be prepared for your worst nightmare. For ending C, we now have to deal with 2 bosses back to back, with no saving in between. Sylvia and the Yellow King. But that's not completely true. There is a third boss in the way. There is a third opponent, which is gonna obstacle us to win. The third opponent is the goddamn road. Just for starting an attempt, we have to go from our bed to the temple, from the temple to the throne, from the throne to Darcy, from Darcy to Sylvia. Every single time. And you know why this is a problem? Because Sylvia... No, actually, let me show you what I wrote in my notes about Sylvia when I was preparing for the challenge. Sylvia with 4 people should be doable, especially because one is Darcy. Just hope she doesn't entangle Darcy, and should be doable. And oh boy, I was optimistic that... Sylvia is, and I'm not joking, virtually impossible. In the battle, the attempt is almost surely considerable loss if either Darcy or Ultra Chad get entangled, as by the time they are freed, almost everyone will be dead or heavily injured, because even here the tentacles cannot miss. You think that's it? That's not even half of it. There is also a tumor which is gonna be developed by like 4 turns or something, and out of the 4 tumors available, only Ragnavalder is the one that I may consider fair, because there is a way to make him not do anything almost. So in the remote case you effectively reach the tumor fully developed, you have to pray it's Ragnavalder. You think that's it? That's not even a quarter thing. Even if we were able to get perfect RNG on this battle, and maybe have 1 or 2 part members still alive afterwards, there is the Yellow King, of which I always make fun of for being one of the easiest boss fights of the game. But guess what? Without being able to heal, without items, without equipment, without anything, wow, this boss is actually difficult. Unfortunately, unless we spend here like 5 days only resetting this battle and only trying to get the perfect attempt, I think it's impossible. I think we'll have to stop. Guys, I've never done it, but I think it's time to stop.
Okay.
Or,
fine.
so I would say,
I'll go.
if I didn't already prepare a plan B. Do you remember? We still have 1 item we did not use in our inventory. Apart from the claw fragment which I accidentally took, I have a torch in our inventory. I kept this in case the situation became dangerous. Let me introduce you to one of the most infamous glitches present in this game. Many people will already know it, but for those that don't, it's gonna be a blast. You see, torches, when used, start an event in the game. An event which puts a torch in your hand and it uses the light. But as we know, our maker is a stupid idiot. If you trigger this event in the same moment you should trigger another event, then that other event will not be triggered. An example, when you go near Kahara in the mines, the game stops you from moving and Kahara talks. But if you light up a torch in the exact time where the game would block you, guess what happens? No event happened, you're able to go near Kahara and
it ends here.
Because Kahara does not have a dialogue in there. But this glitch does have some applications, a lot of them. And the most useful is exactly the one we are gonna do now. What happens if you light up a torch on the time where the battle against the Sylvian should start? Welcome to one of the possible versions of the Sylvian skip. Now we are in full strength, in full strength considering our current conditions, against the Yellow King. And let me tell you, I am so really gonna to see you because this battle is actually quite challenging with the low damage we do. Considering that the skeletons will almost never attack the torso and they will just go for the asterisks, which are gonna be constantly healed by the snake. Only Darcy and the Mutachat are able to damage the torso, and you have to pray. You have to pray that the Yellow King keeps summoning the asterisks. A single black hole by itself is able to completely annihilate a party member. And remember, there is gonna be a coin flip attack every few turns, so for some time you will not be able to damage the boss unless you want to take the gamble, of course.
Here.
We're already gambling with RNG. But you know what?
It ends here.
I will.
It ends here. Good show's about to.
Behold, the grand entrance of the mighty Lion Queen!
Death is your own. Good show's about to start. Good show's
Not let
about
my
to
fate go in the hands of a 50-50 this time, and I'm gonna pray that Legard is gentle enough not to be a moron. And finally, Darcy was able to kill the love of her life after realizing that he was just a megalomaniac, stupid idiot. And we can get ending C. And you know what? After doing this, I'm more self-confident. I think we can end is not gonna be that difficult, right? So I attempted ending B from the save file where we still have Legard, because I will need the leg sweep against the eyes, but
Don't worry,
I'm
I've
gonna
got
tell you
you
right
covered.
here, I did not finish this. I did not finish ending B. Yeah. I think this is the first challenge on which I make a video, which was not completed. But I'm gonna explain you why. First of all, you have to kill the 3 organs, one in the catacombs, one in the golden temple, and the last one in the deeper thicket. As you may know, we cannot enter into the thicket in the conventional way. But there is another way, which is also another reason for which I picked Enki in the start. If you try to extract the blue scene, and we are not looting because the blue scene does not ever enter in our inventory, you can ask someone else to extract it. Ghosts and skeletons will be able to extract it, making everything collapse while you are in a safe distance, but the blue scene will last forever. Regardless, everything collapsed. We can access the deeper thicket and cut off the last organ. But this also means another thing. From now on, we cannot access anymore the wall masks. You better be fast, because from now on, your hunger is only gonna increase. And finally, enter into the gauntlet. Here we're gonna pop our last torch, because this is not an NPC, it's another timeline. This is the real problem. Not only you have to be careful to bonus guards, the spikes on the ground, to the yellow lizard mages, or to the swinging blades, of course. No, it's none of these. It's all of them combined. Eventually, at least one of those is gonna attack you or deal damage to you in any way, shape or form. You are just not fast enough and not careful enough to be able to resist to all of them simultaneously. And okay, this is just a skill issue. Let's imagine you reach Karokoroth. Even with all the party at max HP, okay? I'm gonna vote in everyone at max HP. You cannot win. Unless you get like incredibly lucky with your crits, and Karokoroth keeps missing with a 10% chance, or the glow of a god, and the first eyes which spawn are the ones Legard can flex with immediately. It's a useless battle. There is almost no way to be able to do this without, ironically, godly RNG. Without godly RNG, you cannot do anything against the god of destruction. And as far as ending A goes, we cannot do ending A. Not because the enemies or the zone are difficult, but because there is no way to take the girl and go to the gauntlet. To take the girl, you need a small key or a red vial or lockpicking. But if you start as Kahara for the lockpicking, there is no way to go to the deeper thicket. Ending A, potentially the one which should have the most hope between all of them, is the only one which is impossible to do.
Good show's about to start.
Seems the perfect conclusion to a game called
Time
Fear
to die.
and Hunger. So, what do you think about this challenge run? I gotta be honest, despite all the saves coming, I actually enjoyed it. It's the first challenge which I actually give up in a video. And you know, even if we lost, I don't feel bad. I feel like we did everything we could. And also, it was very funny being able to abuse the system once again. All the glitches we did, all the min-maxing, the mind, the hunger. This challenge run really satisfied me, despite our loss. And you? Did you like it? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you like the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. That's always gonna help me a lot. But for now, for today the game wins. I was Apollo94, and I will see you next time.
Death is your only destination. Good show's about to start. Let the dance begin. Good show's about to start.
Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated.
Time to die. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start.
Battle mode activated.
Time to die. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Let the dance begin.
Battle mode activated.
Death is your only destination. Good show's about to start. Time to die. Good show's about to start.
Battle mode activated.
Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. See?
Huh, did they change the way Dark Sound works? I don't think it used to give magic resistance. It's a dawn, dark in the way of the fall. But they're not meant to stay in the sunlight. You bask while you're pale in the night, like deepest desires.
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I can hear it.
In the depths of
Island
it.
of the dance. Execution time.
There's no collision, just passing days. I'm an echo whisper of
Leave.
the wind.
Don't come any closer.
Memories of what I used to be, just like two parallel lines. Spirits wild and free, like rivers to the sea. We're floating downstream in a never-ending dream.
It ends here. Too noisy. Time to die.
Memories of what I used to be, just like two
It ends here.
parallel
Good
lines.
show's about to start.
We're floating
It ends here.
downstream in a never-ending dream.
Good show's about to start. Let you dance. Too noisy. Quiet. Good show's about to start. It ends here. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Time to die. Too noisy. Quiet.
But they're not meant to stay in the sunlight. You bask
Don't drop
while I pray in the night. And the deepest desires, destined to be out of sight. In the depths of different ways.
No, I won't turn
There's
down
no
your request.
collision, just passing days. I'm an echo whisper of the wind. Memories of what I used to be, just like two parallel lines. Spirits wild and free, like rivers to the sea. We're floating downstream in a never-ending dream.
Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Memories of what I used to be, just like two parallel lines. Spirits wild and free, like rivers to the sea. We're floating downstream.
It ends here.
Don't blink. A mere
Too noisy. Quiet. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. It ends here. It ends. Let the dance begin.
Don't blink.
Death is your own. Good show's about to start.
Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Don't blink. Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Fuck.
Don't drop the curtain yet.
There's no collision, just passing days. I'm an echo whisper of the wind. Memories of what I used to be, just like two parallel lines. Spirits run and feel like rivers to the sea, floating downstream in a never-ending dream.
It ends here. Good show's about to start.
Don't blink. A mere moment. Don't blink. A mere moment.
Good show's about to start. Too noisy. Quiet.
Don't blink.
Good show's about to start.
Don't blink.
Good show's about to start.
Let the dance begin.
It ends here. Too noisy. Quiet.
Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Don't blink. A mere moment separates real.
Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. It ends here. It ends here. Death is your only destiny.
Let the dance begin. Let the dance begin.
Too noisy. Good show's about to start. It ends here.
Don't blink. A mere moment.
Let the dance begin.
Don't blink. A mere moment.
Too noisy. Quiet. Good show's about to start. It ends here. It ends here. Death is your only destination. Good show's about to start. Too noisy. Quiet.
Let the dance begin. Let the dance begin.
Good show's about to start.
Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Let the dance begin.
It ends here. Too noisy. Quiet.
Don't blink. A mere
Good show's about to. It ends here. Death is your only destination. Good show's about to start. Suffer no longer. That is good.
Stars are on my face. See shadows stretching in the dark. Long figures walking, going up like sparks. There, on an old bench of strangers, looking for peace while the shadows linger. There's no voice but us.
In the past year of making YouTube videos, I've noticed that whenever Japanese culture comes up as a topic, people tune in. Viewers are fascinated by what goes on in Japan, and especially fascinated by Japanese media. But let me ask you a question then. If you aren't Japanese, how did you learn about Japan? How did you learn about its culture? That's a strange question, right? How does one learn about the existence of any country, or its culture for that matter? In the early 2000s, if you asked a typical American where South Korea was, for example, or what its exports were, you'd probably receive a blank stare in return. But now, everybody knows about South Korea and its K-pop and cosmetics and technology and fashion and increasingly its cuisine. It's likely that there isn't one pivotal moment that taught you about Japan. Your perception of Japan was likely born of and has been shaped by your encounters with Japan in media, in film, in video games, in anime, and more. You learned about Japan and its cultural elements through osmosis, by absorbing that information from the world around you as opposed to being taught about it in a classroom. If, when I start talking about Japanese culture, your mind goes to cherry blossoms in Kyoto, consumer electronics, or growing up with Dragon Ball Z, or Sailor Moon, or Saint Seiya, or Hello Kitty, or for that matter, Kiki's Delivery Service. If you picture Harajuku, or cosplayers, or Hatsune Miku, or Pokemon, or any number of cute, consumable Japanese products, then congratulations. You are not immune to propaganda. And that's okay, because none of us are, myself included. Just about every country nowadays tries, sometimes successfully and sometimes not, to shape the image of their country, of their culture, in order to accrue what we call soft power. The power to get what you want through persuasion and influence, rather than by force.
Oh boy.
There is no country, no culture on Earth that has succeeded in this very
subject
intentional
for me
development of
last
soft
year.
power in quite the way that Japan
Last
has.
Of your hair.
I argue in some, but not all respects, that the
Globalization.
United States has succeeded in soft power politics to the extent of Japan. But that's a topic for a very different video. Think about it like that infamous Wojak meme, right? Place Japan. Thing, Japanese thing. Japan in
Holy
the
shit, I was recording in the wrong setting.
is somehow different.
Fuck.
Somehow cool. How did this come to be?